Well, as always, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to a new series. This is our Mindful Movement and Meditation series. This series is going to be in a slightly different format than our other series, so I'd love to get your feedback after class. Let me know what you think. But we will stick with a very similar format for the rest of this series, so the next 4 classes, including this one. We are actually going to begin in a standing position, and I'm going to tell you our affirmation right off the bat. So our affirmation today is going to be, my day begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. My day begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. So I want to give us a moment to let that sink in. And we're going to start with a couple just breathing focuses. So I want you to stand on your mat, feet nice and wide, just kind of loosen everything up a little bit. And we're going to focus on our breath for a couple minutes here. So on your inhale, I want you to use your hands and bring your hands up with you as you inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower your hands down. So we're going to use our hands to kind of mimic our breath. Inhale, reach up. Your eyes can be open or closed for this. It does not matter. We're mostly focusing on the breath itself. Keep a little bend in the knees just so they're not locked out, and have a nice comfortable stance. Inhale. Big deep breaths each time, inviting more air with each inhale and slowing down each exhale. You can have lips open or closed for the exhale, whichever you prefer. I'll do one more together. Beautiful. Alrighty, so for this first segment, we are going to focus on head to toe movement. So kind of consider this as an elongated warm-up for our class. So first we're going to start with the neck. So I want you to take your right ear and turn it towards your right shoulder. Turn your neck, your chin down toward your chest. Move your left ear towards your left shoulder and slowly lift the chin all the way up. And now you continue to move at your pace. Nice slow circles. And then change directions whenever you're ready. Go a couple the opposite direction, moving nice and slow. Really try to move your shoulders down away from the ears. If you notice they're creeping up at all, just soften through the shoulders. Beautiful. And then bring yourself back up to center. Turn your gaze over to your right, and then turn your gaze all the way over to your left. Beautiful. Big shoulder rotations all the way up, back, and down. Let's do another one just like that. Kind of making our rotations a little more fluid, moving them a little faster, and then switch directions. And then let's add in the arms. So add a nice big arm rotations there to warm up through the arms. If it feels comfortable, you can create fists, moving the arms in one direction. Maybe going a little faster if you want to create some heat, going slower if you want to take it slow, whatever you feel is good. Remember, we're focusing on self-love and appreciation. And how do we do that? We listen. So if loving ourselves means going slower today, go for it. If it's going faster, whichever you want to do. Beautiful. All right, stop with the arms. Come back to your nice wide stance, nice bend in the knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend toward the right. Now, if it feels good, you can lower the right hand down and really stretch up and over through the left. If you want a little bit more active bend, keep both hands lifted. Inhale brings you to center. And then exhale, bend to the left. So pushing your hips to the right, reaching your arm up and over, a nice long stretch. Inhale back to center. Let's do both sides again. Bend to the left, to the right on your exhale. And seeing if you can stretch a little more. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Gentle cactus arms, just broaden the collarbone. If this ever feels uncomfortable in the spine, just try to bend a little less deep. Just opening the shoulder blades or the collarbone, opening the collarbone, pulling the shoulders down the back. Beautiful. Now release the hands and bring your fists just above your hips and slowly start to rotate through the waist. So just feeling nice, gentle movements through the spine. And as you warm up, maybe go a little deeper with your twists, keeping a little engagement in the core with each time though, just so you don't twist further than you want to. And if it feels good now, you can bring the arms in. Maybe swing the arms from side to side. Beautiful. All right, let's come back to center. Next, we're going to open up our legs. So we're going to start with some knee and leg kicks. So make sure you have some space out in front of you. We're going to start whichever knee feels good to you. We're going to start with just lifting our knee up. Just tap it down, lift it up. See if you can go a little higher each time. Maybe get your arms in on the action too, if that feels good. And then if it feels okay, extend the leg and kick up. How does this feel? How long has it been since you've done this? This might feel a little odd. That's okay. If you're a little off balance, you can always hold on to something as you do these. Maybe try to kick a little higher each time if that feels good. All right, let's go to the other side. Starting with the knees first. Just tapping the toes down, lifting that knee, driving it up a little higher. Beautiful. And then let's extend the leg. I definitely used to be able to kick a lot higher than this. This feels weird, not being able to kick very high. All right, last one here. And then opening up through the hips. So start with whatever side you want to first. Open your knee to open your hip. Tap the toe down. Lift the knee up. Close the hip. So maybe hold on to the hips for a little stability along your waist. Lift your knee up. Open the hip. Tap the toes down. And close it. So you're kind of opening it like a hinge. We'll do two more this side. Last one. And then other side. Opening it up. Notice if you have any kind of clicks or pops. My hips are a little weird. I always notice like clicks and pops when I do this. And that's okay. That's why we do it. We want to open these up. Open up these joints. All right, last one here. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and shake everything out. And finally, let's just do some ankle rotations. These always feel good. Hold on to something if you need to. Roll it out one direction and the other. Switch the foot. One direction and then the other. Beautiful. So that was our quick-ish head to toe warm up. Now we're going to move into a little bit of a flow. So we're going to do some sun salutations to really get the whole body working. You obviously can modify these as any way you wish. I'll give you some options along the way. All right, let's begin. So we're going to start at the top of your mat. Your feet can be hips width distance apart, big toes touching, or even wider. So whichever feels good for you. Depending on how your hips are aligned, you might have different variations of preference. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. So lead with the chest, open the arms up, bend the knees when you need to, and reach your hands down. Now, since this is our first forward fold, let's hold this for a couple seconds here. Allowing the spine to relax and soften. Maybe pushing the hips a little further from the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Squeeze that low belly in and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. A little half sun salutation there. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale once again, arms come up. We'll do a half sun salutation again. Exhale, swan dive, lead with the chest, release the hands down. Maybe reach the hips away from the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's add on and do sun salutation A. Inhale, rise your hands up. Exhale, dive, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, step back with your right foot, and then back with your left foot. Come down to a plank. Now, if plank is just feeling like way too much work today, feel free to lower those hands down, but I want you to still be really active. So squeeze through the core and pretend that you're still in plank, even if your knees are down. Let's hold this for a breath. Inhale. And then exhale as slowly as you can. Lower your knees when you need to. Come all the way down to your belly. Bending the elbows, squeezing the elbows toward the ribs. Inhale, baby cobra. Lifting just the chest off the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. Lengthen the back of your neck. Exhale, push yourself up through tabletop. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Now, first down dog of class. Let's hold this for a moment. Pedal out our feet. Press one heel down at a time. Feeling a nice stretch along the ankles and calves. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more round of sun salutation A. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back with your left foot and then your right, finding high plank. Maybe hold it a second longer if that feels okay. Really press down through the fingertips. Exhale, slowly lower all the way to the ground. As slow as you can. We can definitely build strength on the descend as well. Inhale, baby cobra, or start to press down a little more, lifting the shoulders a little higher for a higher cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so we're going to continue to add on for our sun salutation B. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze that belly up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with your right foot, then your left foot, hold here. Exhale, lower all the way down. See if you can slow it down. Inhale, cobra. Maybe up dog if you're feeling like getting those thighs off the ground, go for it. Exhale, lower. Press yourself up to a high plank or tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Now take a moment, bend the right knee, and let the right heel drop to open up the right hip. Point your right knee to the sky. Hold this for a breath. Come back to center, square the hips, and then step your right foot in between your hands for a runner's lunge. Adjust yourself as necessary to feel stable. And when you're ready, inhale, rise all the way up for a high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, sink into those knees, into that right knee lunge. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm to the sky. Let that left shoulder fall down. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach it forward. Place the elbow on the thigh. Lift your left arm to the sky. Inhale, look down and in front of you. Place your hands down and step it back to high plank and then downward facing dog. We'll skip the chaturanga. You're welcome to do the push-up if you'd like, but I'm giving you the option to skip. Inhale, left leg high. Holding for a pause, bend the knee, let the heel drop, knee lifts, open up that left hip, three-legged dog. Inhale, square the hips, come back to center. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Bring that left foot up near the left hand, find your stability, get that ankle under the knee, and when you're ready, rise all the way up. High crescent lunge. Inhale, hold. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Arms come to a T. Sink into that front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm sweeps the sky. Roll that right shoulder down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach it forward. Elbow on the thigh. Right arm reaches to the sky. Inhale, look down and in front of you. Exhale, release your hands down and step it back. High plank. This time we'll do the chaturanga, always an option to skip. Slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, push it up for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always an option to stop by tabletop along the way. Beautiful. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, open mouth, let all that hot energy out. Take one more deep inhale here. And exhale, slowly lower your knees down, coming to a tabletop. Maybe roll out those ankles if that feels good. From your tabletop, cat and cow. Inhale, cow pose. Roll the shoulders down your back. Lift the tailbone up. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine. Tuck your chin. Push the mat straight down. Try to find space between those vertebrae. Inhale, cow once again. And exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine, tabletop. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Twist. Exhale, thread the needle. Draw the right arm all the way through the left until you can lower your right ear onto the mat. Hold it here. Option to reach the left hand forward if that feels good. Trying to keep your hips centered above your knees. Relax here. Inhale, bring your left hand back in front of your face. Push yourself all the way up. Reach your right arm to the sky. And lower the right hand back down. Other side. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, thread the needles. Pull it all the way underneath the right. Lower the left ear down. Option to extend that right hand forward. Thinking about keeping those hips stacked over the knees and centered. I know you can't see them, but that's what we're going for. Slowly draw the right hand back. Inhale, push yourself up. Open the left shoulder and bring it back down. Beautiful. Slowly make your way to a seated position. Now you can find any seat that you like, even a chair. We're going to take a moment to meditate. So in this format that we're trying today, we have part one, our warm-up, our head to toe warm-up, where we're just loosening the whole body. In part two, we're doing our flow, our sun salutations, or whatever we decide to flow that day. And in part three, we're going to really give ourselves some time to focus on our meditation and our breath. So one of the um, purposes of yoga, philosophically and historically, has been to prepare the body for meditation. So you've just spent all this time getting all of your blood and energy flowing. You've been focusing on the movements themselves and your breath. And now we're going to take all that energy and focus and bring it in toward the mind. So find your comfortable seat. If you like to have a cushion or something, please feel free to grab it. I'll choose just a standard easy pose today. And when you're ready, sit nice and tall, roll your shoulders down your back. Allow your arms to hang heavy at your side. And if it feels comfortable to you, close your eyes. If that does not feel comfortable, just stare at something on the floor in front of you, but try to really soften your gaze. When you're ready, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Release all that hot energy. Take another longer, deeper inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Trying to slow down your exhales. And let's take a nice, long, slow, deep inhale, inviting in as much air as we can. And slow down your exhale even more. See how slowly you can release the air. Notice if your heart rate feels like it's starting to calm down. Beautiful. Now, as you're focusing on your breath, allow that to return to its natural state. So you don't have to worry about maximizing your inhale capacity or measuring your exhale. But sometimes I find that paying extra attention to the breath really helps my mind focus when I'm trying to meditate. So if that helps you, feel free, but don't feel like you have to have a specific labor of breath. Again, the meditation that we are reflecting on today is beginning your and ending your day with self-love and appreciation. So that's what I'd like to dedicate our time to in our meditation today. Are you able to think about how you show yourself love and appreciation? Or ask yourself, do you show yourself love and appreciation? Perhaps you do, and you know how you express that self-love and appreciation toward yourself, which is fantastic. Or perhaps you're realizing that maybe you haven't done that in a little while. Whichever end of the spectrum you're on, or even if you're right in the middle, I'd like you to think about what are the ways that you can or do show your self-love and appreciation. Is it through your thoughts? Is it through actions? Maybe you give yourself a hug, high five the mirror every so often. Maybe you give yourself some gifts. You splurge on some treat or something that you've been eyeing that you feel particularly entitled toward because you deserved it, you earned it, which is fabulous. If you're familiar with the love languages, maybe ask yourself what your love language is, and if you speak to yourself using that language. So some examples are acts of service, when you do something kind for yourself. Another example is words of affirmation, saying nice things to yourself about yourself. So just take a moment here to reflect on how you can or do show yourself love and appreciation. And I'm going to go silent for a few moments here so you can have this time to yourself to really think about the answer to that question and reflect how it feels to even contemplate the answer to that question. So I'll give you a few moments here to focus on your breath and your meditation, and I'll let you know when it's time to slowly come out. Slowly bringing awareness back to your breath and your body. I invite you to take a slightly deeper inhale through the nose. Maybe sit a little taller. Notice if the shoulders crept up at all. Lengthen through the spine and softly exhale. With your eyes closed, take an even deeper inhale through the nose. Inviting some energy back into the body, and exhale, sighing it out. And to close our time together, keeping your eyes closed, inhale as you reach your arms up above your head, pressing your palms together. Slowly lower your thumbs down into your chest. Plug your thumbs into your heart space. Take a deep inhale through the nose. May we look inward for validation and acceptance. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your lips. May we speak words of truth, kindness, and encouragement, even to ourselves. And inhale, draw your thumbs to our third eye. May we be the change we wish to see in this world. And may we show ourselves love and appreciation as much as we show others. Take a deep inhale to fill yourself with love and light, and exhale to share that with the world. Namaste.